Hello, 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 beautiful entrepreneurs. Welcome to 31 Days to Business Startup. Today is day 25. We're going to be talking about networking like a pro. I want to talk about networking because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a loner. I'm pretty much, I got my friends and I got my family and I got the folks that I, interact with on a regular basis and people that I connect with. But, honestly, I'm kind of a loner. So the whole idea of networking scares the bejesus out of me. Yeah, no lie, no lie. And it still does. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about networking because I think that, man, I think there are a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, especially the ones that I work with, that are really struggling with this concept of networking. And so instead of kind of like telling you, oh, you need to network, oh, you need to meet 50 million people, you need to get out there and do this and do that, I contend that networking is something that needs to evolve over time. And I think that the work that you do around networking should be comfortable for you. And while your business may need you to be more assertive in networking, I think that networking is not something that we do on a day-to-day basis. It's nothing, nobody ever trains us how to network. And so therefore, while you may need to be doing a whole bunch of it, if you don't know how to do it, I think you need to just take it one step at a time. And so one of the ways that I encourage people to network is just start within your comfort zone. For me, when I'm trying to network, the comfort zone for me may be sending out emails, um, maybe going to a LGBT business event, maybe joining some Facebook groups, things that are comfortable to me, that don't really stretch me outside, don't make me feel like I don't get scared. I don't create a whole bunch of anxiety or fear around the process. I just can do it, and we'll see. So I encourage people like to come up with like 25 different networking ways. And again, networking, we're living in a day and time where networking can take on so many different facets and different methodologies. And so therefore, whether it's you attend a church and you tell some people at your church about your business, that's networking. Whether you go to a party and you pass out your business card, or you give out your website address, which I tell you guys, the new business card is your website. Um, maybe that's what you do. Or maybe you attend a function with other people that are in your same industry, and you let them know about what it is you're doing. So I say come up with about 25 different ways of networking that are comfortable for you, that you feel like you easily could do. Maybe it's making a phone call. I don't know. I mean, some people are more comfortable with things than other people. So, whatever works for you, come up with 25 different ways. And I say start with 25. And the reason being is because I want you to try to at least execute about 5 per month. But if you could do more than 5, that'd be great. I mean, oh my God, that'd be totally awesome. But come up with 25 so that for the next 4 or 5 months you have things that you could be working on in terms of networking as it relates to your business. And you will see, even if you come up with 25 different ways and you execute all those 25 different ways over 6 months, you will see a growth in your business beyond a shadow of a doubt. I know this to be true. So start with what's comfortable for you. And then once you've kind of done that for a while and you've kind of exhausted what you know how to do and you feel comfortable with doing, I say it's time to put on the big girl panties and make that bold step and do some kind of networking that's probably a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and come up with ways to do that. So like for me, doing presentations about coming out black for me was that next bold level. What else was it? Doing online webinars was me taking that next bold step. Me attending major conferences that were in my field but weren't LGBT focused was a big, bold, major step, because as soon as I say LGBT, people either have people always have preconceived notions about what that means, or they may have preconceived ideals about what that means, or they may have their own opinions. And so I think for me, a lot of times, just doing anything that was outside of the LGBT community was big and bold for me, because it meant that I always had to come out, I always had to talk about gay issues, and all that kind of stuff. And while I have no problem with doing that, sometimes it does get a little exhausting, but it really was good for me because people that were genuinely interested in what I did and understood that this niche needed these kind of business development coaching services, it's so funny. They're the ones that are always sending me leads, always referring me to their friends or people they know, or even their own clients. So, taking those big, bold steps will net you some new business, and business probably that you probably couldn't have ever gotten to had you not taken that big, bold steps. So think about that. And then again, write down about 10 of those ideas, right? And then try to execute like one per month. So if you spend a whole year just doing 10 big, bold steps, you could really see your business growing significantly. And then I say in here email, creating an email list, putting people on your email list, communicating via email is a networking tool. As simple as it is, it really is. And it's networking and it's marketing and it's sales and it's almost everything all wrapped up in one. So when I think about networking, I tell people like, think about your email list and how to grow your email list, or how to, do that kind of marketing and communications and networking with your email list. And so in the Business Academy, we have a session on that. So, but I did want to mention that. And then the last thing, my last networking idea, which I totally love, which I think is just great, and I see it all the time, is engage in collaborative networking, where you find a partner or somebody doing something very similar to you, and you guys work together on something, whether it's maybe a webinar, or maybe it's a telesummit, or maybe it's even a workshop together, or you guys build a online course together, or you share each other's information with each other's audience. Like maybe I'll partner with someone who's doing accounting, and they will share information about Coming Out Black with their accounting group, right? Email list. And then I will share to my email list information about their accounting services, or however it works for your business. Think about ways in which to partner with somebody else, because it will open you up and expand you to other audiences in a very easy way, but also like pretty amazing way. And also partnerships show, at least for me, when I see people partnering with other people, I tend to trust people. You know what I mean? Like maybe I would have not thought about going to this particular person for accounting, but because they partnered with somebody I knew, I was like, okay, then I'll give them a chance and I'll check them out. So having those partnerships helps kind of create credibility. That's what I want to say. And also increase your overall exposure and overall audience. And if you can think about 5 different people that you want to potentially partner with, contact them, try to make some initial contact, talk about you have this ideal. Maybe you don't know specifically what you want to do, but you want to somehow partner and come together and do something amazing. And then just allow yourselves times, you guys to discuss it and come up with something eventually that you'll do in the future. And then if you could do that 3 or 4 times a year, that could be pretty incredible for your business. I think some of my partnerships have netted me like thousands of leads. And so, networking is important, and it doesn't have to be completely scary. It's still scary to me. Don't get me wrong, fam. It's still scary, but at the same time, I know that I need to do it, and I love my business enough, and I'm committed enough, dedicated, and determined enough to make sure that I do networking. The last thing I'm going to say is just read some books about networking, and I also wanted to recommend Success Runs in Our Race by George Fraser. And he just talks about, I think this book is pretty amazing because it was geared towards African Americans, but it really can be geared toward anybody. And he really was just talking about the importance of networking and how that has the power to really grow your business. Because long before there was the internet, there was word of mouth and there were business cards. And he really talked about just making the one-on-one connections, being in certain circles at certain times, talking to people. And I know for me as a business owner, where my niche is LGBT, I mean, there's times when I'm confronted with people who are like, I don't believe in that. And then there are people that are very supportive. So I'm always having to contend with that no matter where I go. And sometimes I think I'm always apprehensive, which I probably shouldn't be, but I'm working on that. But I love that I get to do this work because this is a community that I want to help. And either people get on board or they don't. And so, it doesn't really matter to me. But I like that, although sometimes I will meet people that are like a little shady when I talk about what I do, sometimes those are my biggest behind closed doors advocates, and they generate clients for me quietly and anonymously. So, you just got to do what you got to do. And networking is a piece of that. Okay, fam. I hope you got a little something out of this. Be sure to visit me on my website at charlottefixmybiz.com. Oh yeah, and coming soon is my business academy. Now that's where I will provide you with step-by-step training to grow your email list, help you create a sales system to help you increase your sales and profits, and also to do it in a way that feels authentic and focused on top-notch customer service. All right, now take care, fam. Wishing you nothing but peace and prosperity. I'll see you next time.